We've covered a lot of these stories through the years, and many times the defense is legal insanity. Someone who cannot distinguish right from wrong, someone who doesn't appreciate the wrongfulness of their conduct, and that's exactly what's going on with this Ohio, and I use the term loosely, father, because he was at the time that he pulled out that .22 rifle and took the lives of those 3 little boys. So let's dive into this a little bit. Is there a difference in the way men versus women, moms versus dad are treated? Is there a difference? Joining us tonight, forensic psychiatrist, trial expert, witness, and columnist, Dr. Carol Lieberman. Dr. Carol Lieberman, your thoughts. Men versus women, mom versus dad, the way they're treated, the way they're perceived in our system of justice.
Well, you know, women are perceived, it's perceived as being worse for women, that for a woman to kill her child because she's supposed to be having the maternal instinct and so on. But on the other hand, a lot of women who end up killing their children have postpartum depression. So that acts actually as a buffer in terms of getting them, making it easier to get an insanity defense. Men kill their children in more, just like, suicide for themselves. They kill in general in more violent kinds of ways, whereas women most do it in more like drowning or like asphyxia or something like that, a quieter kind of way. I think, we do need to, there does need to be concession made for women who do have postpartum depression. In the case that we're talking about, that is a very complicated case because there are so many things that go into it. I'm sure we're going to talk about that more. But in dividing men and women and so on, it's not really so easy to just make it whether it's a man or a woman. It really has to do with the complicated story, how you can prove what their psyche was.
Dr. Carol Lieberman, I want to put something else up on the screen, which is the sentencing disparities that are out there in moms versus dad, men versus women. The average sentence for women convicted of filicide in the United States was 17 years. Fathers are likely to receive much longer sentences than mothers who kill their children. Fathers are also more likely to be sentenced to execution than mothers. Why do you think this is?
Well, it's there are some contradictory things. In one side, it's so hard. Society, jurors don't want to believe that a mother could do this to her child because, as I was saying before, because of the maternal instinct, but then that goes to, well, then she must have been crazy. Also, if you look at how, I think things are going to be changing because today, fathers, if they don't want to be fathers or don't want to have their children with them and so on, they more easily just leave the family. I think that these statistics are going to be changing significantly over the years.